What's up, everybody? Retro Flow here, coming at you with the latest, greatest deck profile. Here we got
Oscar?
and Oscar just won the Ultimate Rare Dark Arm Dragon tournament. Beautiful card. All right, so let's get right into the deck profile.
Alright, so we got triple gear frame, standard, triple fortress, one force, double cyber dragon, one triple Elton, and then for the OTK part, double return and Jinzo,
Yeah.
double battle fader, Kaya's, 1 Sorcerer, Gale, Queer Bombs, Tragodia, Horse, and Dark Arm.
So, what made you decide to play this Cyber Elton in, bro?
To get rid of like boards that it's hard for me to get over, so like make them overcommit. And since it's a light, you banish either from face up or the grave machine monster. And they say they have Stardust, bunch of synchros or whatever. You summon that, it sends everything in the graveyard that's face up except for itself. So it doesn't destroy, it just sends. It just basically breaks boards.
Okay, nice. And how?
Yeah, that's why. And I paid 3, so like if even if I don't have a machine in grave, I can just pitch it with Fortress Special Summon, and it already sets up for the following turn if I have one, or I draw another one.
Yeah, so when you draw into it, it's pretty much discard fodder for the Machina
Yeah,
Fortress.
for the Fortress.
Okay, how are you liking the Chaos Sorcerer and the Krebons?
The Crabons, I didn't really get to summon it, but
Yeah, you
I
play
did-
the emergency teleport?
no. I only play one.
Okay.
So maybe if I play 2, maybe. But it did win me in the finals, the first match. I think I had I summoned Fortress first. I went first. He went second. He set, and I drew the Cribons. And I think I had like double Fortress in my hand with the limiter. So I summoned this Brile. I pitched the Magic Cylinder. And I'm like, if he has Gores, he has Gores. And I bounced back the monster, attack with other Fortress, nothing. With the third one, and activate limiter, and that was game 1 win for me.
Yeah.
So that was like the only big play, I guess you can say, where
With the
Crabons came in
Crabons?
clutch, yeah.
Okay, and what about the Chaos Sorcerer? Do you feel like it's very weak to Royal Oppression?
Yeah, I guess. I think I only summoned this like once or twice. My whole logic was just like, I mean, I'm playing lights and darks, and it just helps me get up like, Stardust is like my main issue because, I have Dark Arm and Fortunes that allows me to store stuff. Or like if I want to push for game and I have Heavy or MST, I can't do that. So that's the whole reason between Chaos Sorcerer. But when I was playing it that day of the tournament, it was just most of the time dead. So I always cited second and third game. So I'm gonna make some couple changes after that.
I see. And what about the double Jinzo returner? Because usually I see this list plays 2. I mean, this list plays 3, but you're only on 2?
Yeah, so I opted to play 2 and 2 because I feel like 3 and 3 might have been a dead draw. And at the day of the tournament, I was drawing these maybe I want to say like 3 matches in my hand, or like I would draw these, so I just made 2 live. But after playing the tournament, there was times and situations where I had Dark Arm and Future Fusion, and I could push for game, but I needed a third Dark in the graveyard. So I think I'm gonna change the list to 3 and 3. Even if it's a dead draw and you draw it, you can pitch it with Fortress. So,
True. They're machines.
yeah, pretty much. Or like, you'll see the chat lineup, but a lot of times what I did, if I had like this on my hand, first turn, I'll just set this and
They attack into it?
no, I had a Threatening War face down activated, so I saved the monsters. So following turn, I just Jinzo and make their traps not able to activate them and just pressure game like that. But yeah.
Okay. And how many monsters is that?
I don't even know. I haven't even counted.
Oh, okay, no worries.
It's more than 20 something, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you want to go into the spells next?
Yeah.
Do you remember what your score was after the Swiss rounds?
X1. I lost on the 6th round against Diva Hero.
Oh, okay. Diva Hero.
And then for spells, I played double Ghost Sword. No, my bad. I was only playing one at the tournament.
Okay.
One Giant Training, Lure, 1ST, Heavy, Picture Fusion, Limiter, Overload, and Brain Control.
Okay. How are you liking the Giant Trunade and the Gold Sarcophagus?
Pretty good. There were situations where they did have a heavy back row and I didn't have a Jinzo on my hand, so I didn't want to activate this, so we'll kind of like stall out so I can either draw this or just so I wouldn't get started, because I did get started like maybe like once or twice with this. So that's why I play this. So it makes it more secure for me to return all the cards back to the hand with the Giant Training. And Gold Sark was good. I feel like at times I did want the second one, but the one of that I played all weekend, it was pretty good for me. So
Okay.
I'll bump it up just so you can see these two together faster.
Okay.
Yeah, or this, because there was times where I wouldn't see this at all, so I had to rely on the fortresses to.
Yeah. And those three together is pretty much OTK.
Yeah, pretty much, or with. Just in general, making a gear for Fortress with this is game, which it did happen multiple times at the tournament.
Okay, so only 9 spells?
Yeah.
Okay. And how about for the traps?
Traps. So I played 1 Solemn, 1 Return, 1 Near Force, Rancho, Double Training, and 1 Magic Cylinder.
Ooh, Magic Cylinder. How was Magic Cylinder for you this weekend?
It was number 1 MVP this weekend. I caught a lot of people off guard with it and won me like 3 matches, I believe.
Oh, wow.
I did almost use it in every single match, and it did win me a couple games, but it did win me 3 full matches guaranteed with this one.
Nice. What was the biggest Magic Cylinder you hit this weekend?
Probably like the highest per game.
Oh, nice.
I can't remember the other ones, but I think that was like the highest one.
Yeah.
Where they were pretty down and low in life points, and then I'll just activate this for game.
Okay. And what about the threatening roar? Why 2 threatening roar, and what's the play you usually do with the return?
So I originally was only playing the 1 Solemn, 1 Mere Force, and 1 Rancho.
Yeah.
And I was having issues where like if I didn't draw the pieces to my combos, or like I didn't draw anything, I pretty much died if I don't draw these. So my logic behind the threatening roars was like, I want to stall out for another turn or 2, so 2 turns. And with the battle phase, there's 4 roars and try there's 6 turns that I can stall out if I need to search for the pieces that I need. The whole logic behind return was I was expecting like obviously bottomless, deep prison all day. So even if I get my stuff vanished, like say I have this late in the game, I can activate this for game, which it did happen maybe once or twice.
Okay, nice.
That's why I played these three.
Okay, nice. So that's only 7 traps.
Yeah, only 7 traps.
Yeah, so pretty much not trap heavy. Also because of the gins.
Yeah, the gins are pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. You want to do extra deck or side deck first? Doesn't matter.
Go with the side deck.
Okay.
Play double vanities.
Ooh.
1 Kaiko.
Nice.
1 lightning, 1 book, 1 twister, and 1 chalice.
Okay.
And then for the traps, it was 1 restrict, double compose, double deep prison, and 1 trap stun and 1 karma card.
Okay. So what do you usually side the dimensional prisons for?
So like if I don't have Jinzo and I need to get rid of stuff like let's say Stardust or I don't know, just try to get rid of the monsters just so I can able to OTK the following turn. Or
Okay.
just in general, any big boss monsters that I can't run over, That's what
Yeah.
this is for.
Oh, okay, because the Jinzo's attacks are usually 24,
Yeah.
and then the Fortress is 25. And what about the Karmika and the Forbidden
Chalice?
Chalice? Yeah.
Yeah.
What are those usually for?
So the karma cuts, it was for basically for frauds,
Okay.
because I feel like maybe I thought it was gonna be a tough matchup. So this is mainly for triple fraud, but just
Okay.
in general, like if I play machines as well, I could banish the fortresses or any programmatic synchro that I can't get over, like Catastor as well.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And what about the Forbidden Chalice?
So Chalice, game two, either they're gonna side deck either Vanities or
Okay.
Fossil Dino, which it did happen.
Okay.
And a lot of the times when I try to push for game, they would have a set face down, so either it's gonna be a Raiko or a Fossil Dino. So in order for me to push game, my friend told me to put this in just to get rid of that and push for game. And it did win me, I think, like 2 games when I was able to negate the Fossil Dino and just special summon and go game after that.
Okay, nice. And what about, how are you liking the Book of Moon? Because I've been seeing that card's been picking up in popularity lately.
Yeah, so Book of Moon, sometimes I needed my fortress to stay on the field or even like a vanities and protect it with either this, or the
okay.
turning.
Yeah.
So I can, continue to put pressure the following turn. Because I did get bottomless almost all day, and I was expecting obviously Deep Prism as well, or Mirror Force. And it's just books the fortress face down, and that allows me to and it allows me for them to try to deal with the fortress even on the field. So or book like a tuner, like let's say for instance Flex Birder when they were top protected. Just
Okay.
book the tuner so that they won't be able to go off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it good against the Blackwing?
Black Wings?
Yeah.
I believe so. I mean, it depends. Like if you're trying to, push and you don't want to get beat out by Kalu, in
Yeah.
that instance is good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
True.
But they do run Icarus attack set, so they're still able to activate it. But like if it's just 1-for-1, let's say it's just a monster, and I don't know this and fortress, and you're trying to push your game and you're fit of Kalut, that's what this is for. Just to book the monster and they won't be able to be activated Kalut.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
You want to do the extra deck?
Yeah, I'll do that. So one Chimeric Overdragon, double. Sorry.
Yeah.
Chimeric, one Thought Ruler, one Catastor, one Flambo, one Colossal, one Goyle, one Black Rose, Ryo, Armor Master,
Gothams?
Gothams, no bad. Stardust, and Darker.
Okay, nice. That, how are you liking the X-Saber Gothams? I know I saw you win a match with that earlier today, actually.
It's good. Like if I have the level 2 and I need to run over like Titanium or I don't know, Warriors or Dark Wingers or anything else, just synchro for this and run it over and then have them deal with it.
Yeah.
So it did win me again today at locals.
Nice. Yeah, pretty solid choices.
I did have X-Saber Air Balloon. So when I was making the extra deck, I forgot to put in the second one, so I threw in the Air Balloon.
Okay.
But I did change the list now to play 2 of these.
Okay.
Because the second one did come up at the tournament and it could have won me one of the games that I was playing. But since they had already bottomless the first one, I top decked the Overload and I couldn't activate it because I didn't have the second one.
Okay, so you actually get to summon him a lot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, yeah, because I remember when I tried out the deck, I probably never summoned that guy.
Yeah, when I assign my stuff, and let's say Specialman Jinzo attack for damage, bring him low, and if it stays on the field, the feature region, it's gonna come out, so it's gonna get destroyed no matter what, because it destroys everything. So it destroys the features, so it destroys itself. So if I have overload or I top deck overload, the second one you're gonna need it no matter what.
Okay.
So I would play 2.
Okay, nice. And then this is the Dark Arm Dragon you actually won this weekend?
Yeah, this is
It was at Collectible Exchange.
collectible exchange.
How many people was the tournament? How many players?
I think it was like 64, 63.
Oh wow, yeah, so pretty big tournament.
Yeah,
All right,
it was 9 rounds total.
9 rounds, including top cut rounds.
Yeah, it's 6 for Swiss and 3 for top cut.
Okay, man. All right, bro. Well, congratulations on the Dark Arm Dragon, bro. That's a pretty big achievement right there. And if you guys want to ever play against Oscar, he's here at Card Addiction. You guys could find him here with his Jinzo OTK deck. But this is Retro Flow. Thanks for watching.